Вы понимаете, в чем дело? Мы же не открывали полностью то, о чем шла речь в Анкоридже.
You see what it is, we did not reveal fully what Anchorage was talking about. We just spoke about the fact that in general we have an understanding from the United States and from the Russian Federation about where we should get involved and each time and where we should strive to stop this conflict, and by peaceable means we agreed with Donald that I too will have to try in Moscow, talk with our colleagues, and also discuss this issue with my allies. He also said the same thing. These are difficult issues that require additional research, but we remain on the basis of the discussion. We have not changed anything for ourselves here. We believe that we need to do more to axle both sides. But in general, we will remain within the framework of the Alaskan Agreement. About Trump, it is up to me who has the right to accuse anyone about the Nobel Prize. First of all, I think, and it is unlikely that any of you, your viewers, and listeners are going to object, but I am telling you now what I mean. There were cases when the committee granted the world Bulgarian, whereupon the world were the people who did nothing for the world. In my opinion, these resolutions have brought a great on the authority of this award. Well, a man came in, as good or bad, and in 2 months he was immediately overtreated. To what? He really did not do anything. Read in all the BAME rover employees, you have to work for some merit? And that's why I believe that a person's authority is to a great degree lost. Well, I cannot judge him or her, but as for whether the US president is worthy of or not worthy, I do not know. He is really doing a lot to resolve these complex crises that are lasting decades and years. I already stated that I am sure that he has an open mind about the crisis in Ukraine.
Ничего не сделали. И, на мой взгляд, этими решениями они нанесли огромный ущерб авторитету этой премии. Ну, человек пришел, хороший, плохой, ему сразу там через месяц, через два, бум, за что? Да вообще ничего не сделал. Ну, разве так работают? Это же за заслуги за какие-то нужны. Ну, и поэтому авторитет, мне кажется, он в значительной степени утрачен.
We have both succeeded and failed, and perhaps we will achieve great things through talks and talks with Van Corgi. But he is working hard for these issues of world achievement and to solve hard international situations. The most obvious example is the situation in the Middle East. If he manages to bring to an end everything Donald wanted, everything he talked about, and what he is trying to do. But it is a historic event, it's just a historic event. And if you noticed, yesterday I spoke with the Iraqi Prime Minister, and he heads the League of Arab States. We agreed to bring Russia and the League of Arab States together. I am doing this because I don't want to be in the way of the current process that I hope has improved, which is taking place on the initiative and with direct participation of Trump in the Middle East. But this is the achievement, but I repeat, it is not up to me whether this is worth the award or not. And is this award worthy of such achievements? We have a very high level of trust with our Arab friends from Palestine.
Вопросами достижения мира и разрешения сложных международных ситуаций. Вот самый яркий пример – это ситуация на Ближнем Востоке. Если удастся довести до конца все, к чему Дональд стремился, все, о чем он говорил и что он пытается сделать, но это историческое событие. Это просто историческое событие. И если вы обратили внимание, я вчера разговаривал с премьер-министром Ирака, он сейчас возглавляет Лигу арабских государств.
I said at the Valdai Club that we support President Trump's plans for this track. However, one of the key issues is creating a Palestinian state. And of course, this is a question of the future. As I understand it, I have not yet familiarized myself with all these proposals, but there is also a question about the transfer of power after some time in the enclave. The Palestinian administration, its formation, issues related to security and the creation of local police.
Участие Трампа на Ближнем Востоке. Ну разве это не достижение? Вот. Это достижение. Но, повторяю, не мне решать, достойна эта премия или нет, и достойна ли эта премия достижений такого рода. У нас очень высокий уровень доверия с нашими арабскими друзьями и с Палестиной. И с самого начала я сказал, когда на Валдайском клубе выступал, что мы поддерживаем инициативы Соединенных Штатов, президента Трампа по этому направлению, на этом треке. Но одним из ключевых является вопрос, одним из ключевых вопросов является вопрос создания палестинского государства. И, конечно, это вопрос будущего. Насколько я понимаю, я так внимательно еще не знакомился со всеми.
I mean the level of trust that is there between Russia and our Arab friends, first of all Palestinian friends. Of course, I believe, our participation could be required. If our friends take it for granted that it is so, we will, of course, be ready to take this place.
Вопросы, связанные с обеспечением безопасности, созданием местной милиции. Вы знаете, имея в виду тот уровень доверия, который есть между Россией и нашими арабскими, и в том числе и прежде всего палестинскими друзьями, конечно, я полагаю, наше участие могло бы быть востребовано, если наши друзья посчитают, что это так, мы, конечно, всегда будем готовы принять в этом участие. И мы на протяжении десятилетий в этом участвовали. И думаю, что России есть что сказать.
I think there is a lot of things Russia can say and can offer in order to resolve the problems that would otherwise arise during the implementation of the agreements that have been reached.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.